I'm that girl who is once again wanting to talk to you about you. Uncomfortable, isn't it? And I'm not sorry that I believe in you so much and I know your life contracts to be here, to be empowering humanity. That's the truth. Sorry about it. And I know that when we remember our purpose to be here and we're not really wanting to do it, what a drag. What was I thinking when I signed up for this life contract? I am a victim, is what is commonly said to me. And that's all cute and all, but, let's just think about it this way. You have been training for this lifetime for so many other lifetimes, right? Think about yourselves as being Olympic athletes, right? You've already came in, you already won it. You've already come into this lifetime with all of the skill sets to be fantastic, high vibrational beings. And you've already won the race. You've got the gold medal, when we look at time, but we actually have to participate in the event. Fucking running, right? If I had to guess what my my equivalent of actually doing my own inner work and actually being of service, if I was resisting, it would definitely be. So I would struggle if my actual Olympic sport would be running. I have no motivation to do it, right? And so, did a session, supposedly, right? Let's just pretend, because it's still 6 a.m. so I can be whatever I want, right? And I'm cool with me being whatever I want, right? So, and I'm cool with whatever you want. But reminding you all, just like I remind myself of why I'm here to be of service and how I am to be here of service, the density effing sucks. We can all agree on that, right? But it doesn't stop us. It doesn't even limit us really, unless we choose to have it limit us. So, we can definitely feel into that density, my friends, and feel hideous and horrible and very sorry for ourselves and feel completely demotivated. Cool, valid, yes. And we could do that for a long time, or acknowledge it, find why we're going into that density, release whatever is in that density for us to transmute it and jazz hands through it, right? With high frequency love and joy for ourselves and for everyone else, because we overcame that. It's like going back to that smorgasbord, right? We have to eat the whole fucking smorgasbord to have that full human earth experience. Right. And so some of us are trying to inhale all of the things, the meats, the cheeses, the pickles, and the desserts all in one big mouthful. Right. And you suddenly sort of, you think you've got a really good way through it. And then there is a gigantic ham. Sorry for the vegetarians, sorry for the vegans, I love you. But, for this analogy, we're supposed to take bite sizes of it and, chew our food, swallow it, digest it, move forward, instead of pretending you're in some sort of Olympic game for stuff in your faces and inhaling stuff and going as fast as possible, right? I'm sorry if you confused my motivation and passion and belief in you to go as fast as possible and just absorb everything and go. No, I'm sorry. It was about processing all the emotions. Feel what you're going through, unpack it, release it, identify it, be grateful for it, move on next. Not just stuff, gorge, pop. There's actually a process to it, but we only get to hear what we want to hear and what we can be ready to hear. And I respect that, but I believe in you guys so much. I know the fantastic outcome of this planet, but I also know that we have to participate in it to be of service and to be able to actually get where we're wanting to go. Of course, we're just delaying this, aren't we? We're all just delaying it. Oh, everyone's supposed to be participating in this? Oh, that's interesting. And while, yes, I know that subconscious is saying to me, it's not possible for everyone because they've just given up. Okay, that's a choice. And there is no judgment, remember. But when you're so got such fantastic skill sets to be really of service and profound service, it's kind of like you hate that running, you hate that game, you hate that race, you're really good at it, you've got the family dreams, genes, you've got the uniforms, you're there, you're at the event, you're going to win it. You've got all the training, you've got all the fucking support. You've got the whole world of audience waiting for you, watching for you to really step into your stride, into your empowerment, and to run that race. But it's, it could also be a walk. Definitely would be a walk for me. And it has been a walk for me. My personal journey hasn't just been suddenly, in a piece straight away. It's not for anyone that, we all have a daily opportunity to unpack the stresses and the lessons. You know what? Some days when I hear myself and my other friends say, it's all purposeful, I just think, for fuck's sake, I'm starting to get sick of the word purposeful, because it's so fucking right? Everything is purposeful. But when you're still trying to figure out what the fuck is that purpose, it just feels annoying to be reminded it's purposeful, because it's like, yeah, I've heard that and I believe that, and we all know it. And especially when we ask in sessions, they tell us the purpose of it very clearly and very easily. From their perspective, it's so easy. But we have the fun part of the density, which is also part of what we're very capable of going through, right? Remember, we've had this training. We are so supported. We have got so many amazing tools to uplift us. Music, water, loving ourselves, spending time to connect in. That sounded really expensive, didn't it? Water, which is mostly free, I hope, for everyone. And it should be, right? It's a gift to humanity. I know going within's free. It does take a little bit of your time. Yeah, it does. And it takes a little bit of your effort and focus, to just stop searching outside information, to go within and sense. And for those people who still don't know whether they, are doing enough or whatever, I seem to have this mix, right? I have this mix of people that are so worried they're not doing enough that it's limiting them. They're so in worry that they're not enough. That is limiting them. So drop your worry, please, my beautiful small ego friends. You're just so adorable and so super capable, beyond capable. And then I have my other friends who are very big based ego. They believe big things about themselves, don't actually do anything. There's lots of lip service, lots of talk, but they don't actually do anything that they're really sort of saying. So, they're trying to convince me, and they're trying to convince others around them that they are these big beings. They are, but it's kind of like just having that Porsche in the driveway. It looks great, it looks amazing, but you never take it out. You're once again, you're on that running race for the Olympics. You're going to win. And you're just there doing stretch ups, stretches, and waving to the audiences and the crowds, and blowing kisses to your mom on TV, and all that sort of stuff, and you're telling everyone, I'm winning this race. I'm amazing. I'm here. I'm gift, blah, 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 blah. But we never see you compete. We never see you actually, participate. So there's that. So it is very interesting. And of course, I love everyone. And I know that everyone's having these experiences and everything is purposeful. It truly is. But when I'm sort of struggling a little bit to understand my own experiences from these sessions and just from life, I do find it very helpful to remind myself it's purposeful. But when I'm in that frustration of, I can't see the purpose, I can't see the lessons, this isn't fucking purposeful, being a victim and all. So anyway, that's my journey. And so the frustrating thing I have found is I can see so much incredible potential in every single person. And for whatever reason, they're holding themselves back. Often it's because they haven't empowered themselves and they just can't believe that they could be a person who goes to the supermarket and smiles genuinely to other people and be of service that way. It's hard, right? To actually care and to share energy with other people and not be afraid of, what if they don't smile back? That's going to be so awkward. Is it going to be awkward that you've given without wanting anything in return? No, I don't think so. I think that would be just another example of how fucking fantastic you are being of beautiful service, not seeking anything in return, and actually being, you know, a high vibrational being who just loves, 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 loves. You know, don't we just feel so sorry and just so heartbroken for these people that they're so fucking miserable that they, you know, even, you know, when kids smile and say hello and they just get a scour back, you know, I mean, it's an interesting choice to be miserable. And I know many people are, but I know most people here who are listening to these sessions are supposed to remind themselves how incredibly prepared, how much skill sets you've got. It's impossible for you to fail when you step up and you want to actually be of service, energetically drop your doubt and worry and fear, and some of you to actually drop your egos and actually start doing the things you're saying you're doing and being. You know, so, you know, and it's not judgment. Sometimes it's kind of like you've already, you know, you've won, you're wearing the gold medallion, you know, you've already done lots of TV stuff, you've already got all the attention of winning the gold medal. And then it's like you sort of forgot that part of that, getting that gold medal and that attention and that celebration and accolades and that reward was actually participating in it, the event. And so we all know we've come here to help this planet. We know it's successful. We know that the evacuation is fantastic. It's all very purposeful. Everyone fucking loves 5D. The new Earth is beyond amazing. And it seems like, you know, let's talk about this range of a smorgasbord emotions, right? So we've got the density, the doubt, the worry, the hatred, blah, 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 blah. And what is the best parts about 5D is that we have no density of that. So goodbye, all of that self-doubt, all that hate, all that blah, 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 blah. And let's actually fully love each other and smile back and be kind and uplifting and supporting people and encouraging people instead of feeling so pissed off that someone fucking looked happy towards you today. Like, you know, and like, you know, you're in those sort of moods, and we can be in all the range of moods, right? Absolutely, we can. It's our choices to do it. But if you're sort of feeling frustrated that someone seems happy, what's going on there, my friends? You know, I mean, it's very hard. And again, I'm not pretending we're not living in this incredibly dense planet. We are, absolutely. But that doesn't give us a permission slip to, well, she doesn't need to participate in the event. We'll just give her the medal. Like, you know, it actually needs to be us helping. The collectives have been begging us to help so long because this is part of what we do. This is us, you know, like just because we've got freaking amazing subconsciouses and amazing, incredible higher selves, that's all cool. They've got their lives going on. They've done all of their work. They've done so much. And yet we're here in these lives, not to just lean on their accreditations, not just to brag about who they are or what we've been in other lifetimes. What's this lifetime about? What are we doing here in this lifetime? And lots of people, when we ask the subconscious, when we say why people wanting to hold back the shift, they say, well, people are looking at the shift and then they're realizing, oh my, so my life is going to end soon here in the 3D. I need more time because I still think I'm going to do that event. I'm going to run that race, but I still need to warm up. And the collectives are like, you've got the fantastic carbs. You've got everything. You've been training for this all your life. And yet you're not even wanting to step up to the platform. And it's like the only person that's in the race is you. Ultimately, it's only you. And we're all waiting for everyone. We're all waiting for every individual, because it's an individual journey, isn't it? Because we can't just wait for other people to do the race and then be like, oh, well, hey, yay, unity collective, we all did it. No, because no one can do your inner work, right? And so that running race really is our own inner work. And being able to release all the density and to empower ourselves along the way to then be high frequency for this planet and for these beings. It's not really high frequency for the planet. It's high frequency for each other. And when we remember we're all one, and we're working on loving ourselves. We absolutely are. And we're trying to work on loving others. We absolutely are. And so it gives us great high vibrations, right? Those people that are complaining, I can't do anything, Joe, because the density is too hard. It's real dense here. I understand, us too. We all in it, right? We all get it. We all are in it, but it doesn't give us a hall pass to skip it out, because actually when you realize, when you're actually on that journey and that race, you're running so fast and so high vibrational that you actually don't notice the density. Okay, until you have an interesting experience where you flip really fast from New Earth to back here again. And that's when you get a really sharp comparison that shocks the bejesus out of you emotionally. So there's that. So yes, my belief in everyone is your accurate achievabilities. So I'm not putting pressure on yourselves to be more than you could be. I know you can be amazing, beyond amazing, and you are beyond amazing. And so many people, if you're stressing about it, if you're stressing about being enough, then that's sticking points, right? We've already covered that. So it's so hard because I know I'm talking to a big range of people, from the big egos to the small egos and everyone in between. And, it's so achievable to do this race, super achievable, when we actually realize, okay, yep, this is my time to shine. And the faster you go, in terms of frequency, you actually realize you don't notice the density. And so please, for those people who are really struggling with the density, drink lots of water. It's so freaking high vibrational, okay? And grounding, my friends, is so important. We sort of forget in the winter months, don't we, to ground. And, I love you all so much. I know you guys are doing so much. Like, this is epic, Earth, it is an Olympic sport, right? Just surviving. And I know we can't be jazz handsing every fucking day. I get it. I know it, right? And so even if you can just be at home, or, just do your routines of just doing work, and you just can't really deal with much else, just make sure that you've got your balance, and your emotional balance and your physical balance as well. And if you feel like there is some sort of either dizziness or disbalance anywhere, you do you first, okay? Don't feel any pressure from me. This is not what these videos are about, okay? I'm not a peer pressure person at all. And if you've heard that is not the intention. The intention of these videos is to remind you of how amazing you are, how purposeful you are, how significant you are, how bloody important you are. And so when we shake off, the big ego or the small ego, to actually then be in alignment, to be of service, which is not holding on to density in any which way, any which form, in terms of emotional baggage, and just be a good, kind person to yourself and to others. And to stop distracting yourself so much with, say, I don't know, stuff that doesn't empower you, to make you stop and think about your own behaviors, your own actions. And I know that lots of people want to be just told, well, just tell me what to do. How do I get high frequency? What do I need to buy? No, that's not good. And also, if your body is hurting, or if you have a disease or an illness, trying to cover it up with painkillers, or trying to go to someone to fix it for you so you don't be in pain or discomfort, my friends, that pain and discomfort is your teams trying to get your attention. And it will get bigger and bigger and bigger until you stop and notice and question and go within and say, okay, I'm fucking sick of this pain. What on earth are you trying to tell me? And then they will give you that sense of, what they're trying to give you attention from. So if you're constantly trying to do other things to remedy that pain or that discomfort, chances are your teams are just going to give you something else but bigger. So always address it, and always address it in a work. And even in sessions, I've had my clients ask, so-and-so, I want this removed, and the subconscious says, no, I'm not going to move it. And then I just go, how dare you, subconscious? Think of my client. You know, I was very shocked that some of these big high dimensional beings wouldn't look after the bodies. And I was outraged for my client. And, you know, I had a few when I was young and dumb in these sessions early on. I was like, well, how could you let my client suffer like this, you monster? And then the subconscious was like, it's lessons. They have to overcome it. It's a reminder to drop their shit or to release what no longer serves them, or whatever, right? So all super purposeful. So there's that. So yeah, I know that there is really amazing people here that are tapped into these sessions, and they are listening with their open hearts, and, you know, and just double checking if there is any triggers, you know, it's an opportunity to reflect on it. And, you know, for those people who truly are connected, you instantly know my agenda and my integrity. And, you know, those who are still trying to figure out me, that's cool. I'm just mirroring your inner work for you. And so many people who have got inner work still will find something or many things that pisses them off, that I piss them off with, and that is a gift. You're welcome, to be able to, you know, look at certain areas, right? I'm just a pain in your ears and your eyes. I'm not a pain in your ass, right? But, you know, potentially if you sort of don't pick up these messages, how your subconscious is wanting you to hear it, because remember, I don't want to do these videos. I would prefer to be a lazy bum and not do these videos and just do sessions with my clients and be invisible to the world. That would have been my absolute dreams. But the subconsciouses were asking me to do this because they're trying to get their messages out. Sometimes when you don't see your guides and you don't have sessions and you just feel like, you know, it's nonsense, blah, 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 you're noticing some of the questions you've been asking yourself at home is suddenly, you know, discussed here through me, because this is how they're working to you. They're basically begging you to be able to notice some of these things. And of course, it's not for everyone, because I'm talking to hundreds of different people. So, you know, it's purposeful, but, you know, I just really want to reach out and give you guys a big hug and say, what the fuck are we thinking? This is like just hideous in some regards, right? But without being victims. But, you know, I think maybe we need, like, I said a joke the other day, I'm going to say this again because it's so inappropriate, but I'll share it with you. You know, maybe we need a sober companion guide next time we're writing our life contracts for another lifetime, because clearly we were high off our tits when we were signing up for these contracts, right? Funny, but we actually were so sober, because what we're experiencing is, you know, we're so skilled and trained to be able to master this lifetime, to be able to help humanity. You know, I'm talking to the volunteers here, definitely.